Hello and welcome to London. I once again don't have my tripod. I'm still on the same trip that I didn't bring my tripod on, so it's a lazier intro than I would normally like to do. But we are here at the London Eye today, and the goal of the video is... Hello. I did a horrible job at explaining this video while in London, so we're doing a little cutaway here so that I can explain the video properly. Now, earlier in this day, I tried to do a bicycle video, but kept encountering problems involving the fact that I still had an American SIM card in my phone, and my international data plan had run out. So my phone was virtually useless, and it inspired an idea that I would rent a Lime bicycle in London, depart from an iconic point, the London Eye, and from there I would ride the Lime bicycle for an hour in a direction away from where I started, and after that hour was up, I would have to find my way back with my phone in airplane mode, solely relying on human intuition and navigation skills. Now, I set up some rules for myself to make it a bit of a challenge. Of course, my phone had to stay in airplane mode. I had to be going away from the London Eye at all times, or at least the direction that I perceived to be away from the London Eye. I couldn't help it if I was lost. I was not allowed to look at any maps, and if I wanted to use the London Underground, I only got one go on it, and I was only allowed to use a single line. So I had to plan strategically when I would use my one go on the London Underground. And with that, I'll take you back to myself.
Well, this is really
This car is coming. Alright, well, trying to cluelessly get through Westminster was interesting. My plan was to go west, but I think I'm just going in circles. Or, where's this? It's like 1 p.m, so I can't really navigate by the sun right now. But, yeah, I'm definitely not heading directly west. Maybe like northwest and then like a few loops, but that's, yeah. Mere seconds away from the hour being up and the timer on my phone going off. That actually was the timer right there that ended the video. So I'm gonna find somewhere to park the bike that isn't, on a residential street. That is some wild helmet hair. So that is that problem somewhat solved. Right, parked the bike after a struggle, and I may have bought BT Wi-Fi. I don't know if the payment went through, but yeah, got it parked after a few extra minutes of being charged for it. I know from looking at the map because I have to look at the map when I click on drive. I know from that I'm in Putney. It's the south side of the river, which I was trying to avoid because the underground serves a lot less of the south side of London than it does the north. So I was trying to stay on the north side, and I was in Chelsea, Fulham area, and I was kind of following bike lanes and followed one over a bridge. into Putney. And I very much lost my bearings because at one point I realized I was heading back toward the London Eye, and that's against the rules. So I had to kind of turn around, and I was doing these little residential streets, and now I have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming that way is west, that way is east. I came from that way, so that way is east. Yeah, I don't know where this road goes. We're gonna find out. So I forgot to record. Going into airplane mode now. When I mentioned I followed cycle paths onto a bridge, I just ended up over it. It was this one. And given that it is a bridge that goes into Putney, I'm assuming it's Putney Bridge, which I know is a district line stop. But I don't know where that stop is. I didn't see it on the bike. I don't think I saw any district line stops on the bike. But we have crossed the bridge into Fulham, I believe. That could be completely wrong, but I'm really sure it's right. Yeah. Okay, definitely want to follow the A308 to Chelsea, because that takes us further east in from Fulham, whereas Hammersmith and White City are north. You know what, that sign's definitely for this next intersection. Yeah, okay, I can see the stuff on the road that says A308. I did, in fact, make it to Putney Bridge Station, just like I said, but it honestly feels too easy. So I'm not gonna get on here. I'm gonna get on at the next one. I came down the alleyway just to check out what way the train runs. That way was Putney, so I imagine this way is, well, not Putney, away from Putney, into central London. So, on with that. Alright, that was cool, following the tracks for a bit, but we're at the next station now. I don't know what it's called. We're gonna find out. But I'm gonna get on this train. So, District Line service has been suspended, at least from this station. I think it said from Earl's Court to Wimbledon, it's suspended. That's a fair distance. I think the plan now becomes continue to follow the tracks until the District Line meets the Piccadilly line, which feels so dumb, but that's what we're doing. I've also just realized that even if I walk far enough north to meet the Piccadilly line, I'm only allowed to take one line. And so that's just gonna dump me into the center of London. And then from there, I'll have to navigate to the river. This is it. Right, I've lost the tracks, but I think I'm near the Fulham Broadway station, because I've gotten to the point where there's Chelsea Football Club banners up on the lampposts, and Fulham Broadway is the stop for the stadium. So I know I'm at least still following the line. So I checked in the station, and it is in fact closed between Wimbledon and Earl's Court, and I'm very sure that those are both in this part of London, and then I can get to one of them, whichever one is closer to the center of London. I'm pretty sure I can walk to one of them from here if I just continue to follow the line. I guess just get lucky with continuing to follow the line. Yeah. I've done essentially Putney, Fulham, Chelsea, now in Kensington, which is the right way to go in like a car. I don't know where the underground is, but I do know, aside from just being in the right neighborhoods, that the sun is behind me still, which is good, because it means we're heading east. And we're just gonna keep heading east. I see a station coming up. I assume it's District Line, but it was it was like a block away. I could see it. The line doesn't exactly have to stay on the same street. So, hopefully District. South Kensington Station does in fact have a functioning District Line. So, we're heading to Westminster. About an hour later than I expected to. And that is it. I've made it back to the London Eye after a few hours and an interesting hurdle. And that's it for the video. Thank you as always for watching.